What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Spirits Key, and I'm back with another video. I gotta do say it with me. Shit, sneak up on your ass. That's what they be saying. Nah, for real though. Bro, I just went through so much shit just then. I had a bunch of thoughts that come to my head, and I thought I should make a YouTube video on it because this is some good shit, and I don't want nobody to say. I don't want nobody to be able to say, I didn't tell you. You feel me? Like, this shit is crazy. Okay, so I just made a TikTok because I just had a thought, a realization that motherfuckers be, you know how you know how, damn, okay, I'm trying to collect all my thoughts because I'm trying to say everything at the same fucking time, bro. That's how, bro, I'm not crazy, bro. I know I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Y'all gonna think that I'm crazy because of the fact that I said that I'm not crazy. But y'all can think what y'all want. Bro. First thing I want to start off, like I said. You know how you pray to God and you say you're not supposed to ask for nothing? They do that all the time in church. They do that all the time in church. I'm stuttering in this shit. They do that all the time in church. They ask for prayer requests. You're not supposed to ask for anything when you pray. When you pray, you're supposed to be grateful and be thankful for things that you already have. Point blank, period. That's it. You're supposed to be acknowledging God, not asking God for anything because you have everything that you need. Don't ask God for nothing. Prayer requests, a no-go. And churches do that all the time. This is why I don't like church. See, people were trying to tell me that the bad vibes of church isn't because they doing something wrong or whatever. It's not because of that. You need to keep giving them chances. I ain't giving them no more chances at all whatsoever since I discovered this information. What the f? You're not even supposed to ask God for shit. And you telling me these motherfuckers doing that shit all the time ritually? What? Like it's normal. Y'all know how in a sermon the pastor preach and then he pray? That's how you supposed to pray. He don't ask for nothing. He just pray about everything that's happened and being grateful. That's how you supposed to pray. Just to clarify that when the pastor does ask for anything, he asks the church. He doesn't do it in prayer, which is the exact way it's supposed to be done. But you know, when they go off into them little groups, them little Bible studies, and them little Sunday school classes, and all that stuff, and they ask you for prayer requests. Now, I will tell you this. Sometimes I don't know if everybody do this, but sometimes they ask for praises. You feel me? But you're not getting my point. Prayer request is a no-go. You don't ask God for shit because you got everything you need. God has already given you everything you need. And if you did need something, God will give it to you. You don't have to ask. But they ask all the time. And they do that in churches all the time. See, like I said, I've always felt like this going to church. Even as a kid, bro, I kid you not. I always felt weird being around those people. And you know, they call them Christians. I always felt weird. And I used to not consider myself as a Christian. I used to just say, I believe in Jesus. I believe Jesus lived and walked this earth. Because I do. And that shit never sat right with me. But I just never understood. But now that I'm older and I understand more, I hear, I see. And every time I make a video on TikTok about some shit like this, they always coming at me like I'm just talking at my mouth, or I'm just I need to get him another chance, or y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about? Bitch, you supposed to be right here, right now. And if you asking God for something, that means you not right here, right now. Because you're asking him for something. He already gave you everything. He's giving you everything. So why do you feel like you need to ask him for something? That's why you're supposed to be grateful for what you have. Be thankful. Praying to God is supposed to be acknowledging God. You're not supposed to ask about. Anyways, next subject. So do not ask for nothing. You are perfect just the way you are. Don't listen to the motherfuckers that tell you ain't shit without somebody. You are perfect just the way you are, okay? You have everything you need. You don't need to ask for shit. from nobody, because everything that you have right now is exactly how it's supposed to be right now. Don't ask for shit. Just be grateful, be thankful, and move on, okay? That's it. Now, like I said, next subject. Adam and Eve. I feel like I talked about this before on a earlier video, but I didn't really go into detail. But now I have a more understanding of what's going on. You feel me? Adam and Eve. Erase what y'all know about Adam and Eve. Erase it. Every single last thing that y'all know about Adam and Eve, erase it. This conversation is for open-minded people only. So I'm just waiting for everybody that ain't open-minded to go on out the door. Go ahead, click off this video, because you're not gonna want to hear this. It's gonna be bullshit to you. You're not gonna want to hear this. All right, now that they gone, bro, Adam and Eve. Let's say Adam and Eve, first two humans, right? The first two humans, right? This is so funny, but it's so sad. Adam and Eve, first two humans, right? Adam was the first human. He came to a realization, or somebody told him. I'm not done. Keep following me. Somebody told him, don't eat off that tree. And you know, anytime you tell somebody that don't do something, they always do it. Blah, blah, blah. It's in human nature. Whatever. Don't eat off that tree. So he decided not to eat off the tree. Now, Eve, which is the opposite version of Adam, but still the same as Adam, just a more feminine side, she's the more curious one. He's the more stern one. You feel me? Because that's how masculinity is. They're more stern. She's the curious one. Well, what if? You feel me? And she did it. And she convinced Adam to do it, of course, because they're in a relationship. So of course he did it and saw that she was okay. You know, she was just in her head, you feel me? And that opened his eyes. And that was the tree. They ate off the tree. Boom, they got kicked out. Bye. Y'all notice how instead of just getting rid of them and building a new, you feel me, they just let them free. The only thing is they just couldn't be in the Garden of Eden. Even though it's plenty more gardens out here now. That shit happened. Okay, now let's go to scientists. I'm not done with the story yet. Hold on. Let's go to scientists. You know how they test rats and shit? Put a rat in a cage and inject that shit and see what it do. Now, whoever told Adam to not eat that fruit, they were using that tree as the shot. And they said, don't do that. Adam and Eve were the mice. The tree was the shot. You know, they see what it do or whatever. Now, for the open-minded people that are still here, you feel me? This shit just, Adam, y'all can say what y'all want. God, I don't call it God. Whoever it was that told Adam to do that shit, I don't call them God. I don't know what the they are. They're alienated. That's what the fuck they are. It feels so weird saying that. It feels so weird. I believe that it. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to say this without feeling like weird or cringing, you feel me? But aliens. I believe in aliens. This made me believe in aliens, okay? Because like, if y'all think about it in real life, I'm talking real life. Be realistic. You really think that it was just a ball of energy? That's cool if you think it was a ball of energy. Like, that's cool. But what that ball of energy is? Alienated. It's alienated because we don't see that shit. That's what alienated it means. It means not from here. You feel me? So I don't believe it's God because people make God to be, oh, he cares about us so much, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. No. That is who man made God to be. God or the universe, whatever they are called. I'm going to say aliens, bro. I don't care. I believe aliens put them in their garden and tried to see what they was going to do. And the reason we are here today is because society is literally getting stupider. And then by society, I mean humanity. Humanity. So, okay, let me back up a little bit because I'm kind of getting lost in my words. Adam and Eve are the mice and the tree was the shot. Don't do it. They knew they was going to do it. They knew they was going to do it. That's when the scientists stuck the shot in my mouse. He knew it was going to do something, but he didn't know what. He just wanted to see what it was going to do. You feel me? They let them loose. They let Adam and Eve loose into the world to see what the they gonna do. Now society is, like I said, we're going to more modern time. They all discombobulated, you feel me? But it's been people that have been seeing this shit and been studying this, as I said, and been preaching this. But for some reason, they ass stop doing it. You want to know why? Because they get scared. Now, like I said, this is alienated shit. So the closer you get to that destination, the more they're going to make it hard for you. Because they want to see how hard you're going to drive this shit. We're literally test dummies right now. That's what I was trying to say. We're literally test dummies. And all them people that be saying, oh, you.
I just bought a 60, I just bought a 30, I just a lean, yeah. Little bitch mad, she ain't on my team. Run up on me, I might just hit you with the beam, yeah. Watch it fall, watch it drop, watch it motherfucking lean, yeah.